Welcome back to our mini-series all about the best things to do in Auckland. We're 4 episodes in and have shared some of the best activities, beaches, food and adventures, but we're most excited about these next 2 episodes. We're heading to our favourite weekend getaway spot, Waiheke Island, and we're going to do it in pure style.
Waiheke Island is a 92 kilometre squared island just a 40-minute ferry ride from Auckland CBD. It's a super popular destination and an absolute must visit. It's world famous for its vineyards and wineries, olive groves and beaches, and has been rated one of the top island escapes in the world.
A good reason for that could be the 30+ vineyards nestled into the beautiful landscapes. The island is hilly with a climate perfect for growing grapes, so it's full of amazing restaurants, bars and vineyards to kick back in or get dressed up for.
Today is all about exploring the island from the ground, which gives you a pretty obvious hint as to what the next episode might be all about.
2, 1, let's go!
Are we racing?
We're going to head over on the ferry, take a swim at the beach, check into our accommodation and then take the most incredible tour around the island in some classic cars, one of which was actually used in a famous bank robbery in the 40s.
Welcome to Waiheke Island.
Yay!
This is easily one of the best places or one of the best things to do in Auckland.
It feels like a holiday spot and it's only 40 minutes away from downtown Auckland. So that's why we love coming here. We also love the vineyards and the wineries and the restaurants and the beaches.
It just feels, it's like in New Zealand of old. It's so small, it's so calm and it's so easy. You can see the ferry behind us. Getting the ferry from downtown, it's the same ferry terminal as when we went over to Rangitoto, so it's just so easy from downtown, but it feels so chill here.
Feels like a world away, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's not too many roads, even though the island is probably bigger than most people imagine.
It's actually the second biggest island in the Hauraki Gulf.
Wow, look at that. But yeah, there's just something about it that makes it feel, it's a good holiday vibe that you can just almost tick off in a day or an afternoon so easily.
Absolutely, you could just do a half day here as well.
Yeah, but we've got a rental car that should be sitting here for us that we've arranged for our accommodation, so we're just going to go and grab that now and then we're going to hit the road.
Yay!
Car on arrival. So much easier. So we could have taken the car ferry over, to be honest, but we thought it'd be simpler to, because we booked our accommodation with these guys. Stay Waiheke, and the option to add on a car is so much easier, and then it's literally here, pick it up and we can hit the road straight away and check in. I'm down for that.
So, we have hired a place. It's called The Loft, and it is on an olive grove down in Onitangi. So I think that's about like a 15 minute drive away from the passenger ferry. And it looks like a really nice place to stay.
It does. Mediterranean sort of feel, and
like
I think some of the views look really nice out across the water as well. But there's some beautiful beaches here that we want to try and get around to. Auckland was overcast, crappy. Sorry, we're still in Auckland. It's very, you kind of separate them.
Yeah, the CBD.
Yeah, and we've come here.
The sun's shining, skies are blue.
But that is a classic Waiheke story. They've always got the sun here. It's like it's a paradise island, isn't it?
It's amazing.
It's really clear water too. Before we go and check into our accommodation, we've got to start off with some food. Come down to the beach at Onitangi. There's a spot here called Charlie Farley's, which is, it's just a go-to. It's just been here for years and years. We thought we'd come and check what it's like now. It's just such a good spot right on the beach, and we're going to be doing so much like wining and dining and vineyards and stuff, so we thought we'd just go a bit chill to begin with.
So I got a ceviche with corn chips, and then Dane got a tuna poke bowl.
Looks like you got some veggies, some tuna, rice, seaweed, guacamole. What are these? Lotus chips?
Yeah, I think it must be.
Yum.
And this is the view. It really feels like we're overseas right now. Oh, it is grapes.
That's what Waiheke is all
It
about.
totally is, eh? It's all about the wine. Oh, I think there's a nice view out there, but let's go
Should
on
we
first.
go
No, go on first.
view
Go on.
first, or-
Go on. Go
okay.
on.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's nice and cold in here.
Yeah, it's
Must be
lovely.
aircon on.
This is what we meant by it being so open.
Yeah.
Wow.
I instantly go to this. Awesome bathtub. Oh, there's the views.
So that vineyard, oh, I have to-
Out there.
I think that's Cassetto Mero, which is like a really popular vineyard
I've not
around
heard that
here.
one before. Stace always has troubles with doors. This is not uncommon when we check into new accommodation.
Every time.
Anyway, back to the actual place itself. Fireplace. Stace checking every cupboard as you do. This is so Mediterranean.
It's Greek almost, eh?
Yeah. So Greek. Then we've got fridge and everything. Bathroom.
So I think that those windows open up.
Oh, cool.
You can see the whole.
So you can watch TV from here.
Is there any? Oh, there is.
And then you're supposed to get breakfast. Oh wow, that's not just breakfast, that's like some
love that you
serious
go for the
bacon.
bacon.
Oh yeah, but I went for the bacon and the eggs.
I went straight for the raspberries.
And then juice, milk and water as well. And Vogels. Oh, there's probably some people that aren't from New Zealand and don't know what Vogels is. That is heavenly stuff. We mentioned the vineyards and getting around and tasting some wine is probably the number one thing to do in Waiheke. But getting around while driving yourself isn't exactly legal, so we kind of found a better way to go about finding ourselves some drinks.
We found Waiheke Classic Tours, who drive you around to different vineyards on the island in these epic cars.
That's incredible. So we're kind of at the end of our day now at Tantalus, but we'll throw you back to when the car first came and picked us up from our own accommodation and has just been driving around for the last 2 or 3 hours.
Look at this ride. What a vibe for the vineyards.
Oh wait, it's a Chevy.
Hello. Nice to meet you, Stacey. This is Dane.
Hi, Dane, lovely to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you so much.
Welcome to my new ride. This is a 1957 Chevy Bel Air, pillarless, no pillars in the centre. Ooh, these seats are comfy. This is unreal. I've never been in a car like this.
That's brilliant, eh?
I love it.
Waiheke Classic Tours was born after a trip to Cuba. The owners, Marie and Warren, got inspired by the awesome cars, went on an epic shopping spree to buy 6 classic cars themselves and set up their own tour on Waiheke.
They now have a bunch of different tours, but we were instantly sold on the wine experience. At $220 per person, it's a tour that goes to 3 iconic vineyards, each stop with the wine tastings included.
But more than that, it's local knowledge, a tour of the island, the best beaches, township, and a sober driver for the day as well.
beautiful. So this is Oniroa Beach, is it?
Yeah.
What a spot. We're rolling in style here, aren't we?
Not a bad way to get around.
This is absolutely brilliant.
How am I going to get back into my little Vega Polo after this?
I know, or the rental car won't quite be the same.
I know.
It's so comfortable, isn't it?
I was just saying before, I wish they still made cars with seats that's comfortable. It's like sitting on a cloud.
And the suspension is actually quite soft. You know, it's actually not, I don't know what I was expecting, but it's very like rolly, very rewarding when you go over a bump. Getting a few steers, aren't we?
I know, it's kind of cool.
So much appreciation.
I feel quite important. This is our first stop. We've just arrived. We're at Mudbrick, and I think we're gonna do a couple of wine tastings, and then we get to come back in the car.
And we get front row seating as well. Look at this, front row park. So the wine tasting has begun. This is Anna. She's going to take us for a little bit of a tour. I'm not sure. She's got a whole host of different wines there, a couple of glasses, but we're going up the top. But this place, the viewpoint here from up on that balcony, looking back across Auckland, I've probably started filming too early, to be honest, because it's just going to get better the higher we go up. You can see Auckland City there now. This is definitely one of the most beautiful places on Waiheke, without a doubt, in terms of views as well.
Welcome to Mudbrick Vineyard. Yeah, I'm going to be taking you through some of the wines that we make here. I'm going to pour you your first wine, which is our Reserve Chardonnay from 2019. This is actually my favourite white wine that we do here. It's actually the most grown white grape on Waiheke, so we're pretty well known for Chardonnay.
I get the feeling we're going to be trying more than a few wines today, so let's just cheers this first one and appreciate.
Until it gets messy. Cheers.
Wow, you're actually right.
Yeah, thanks.
Apparently, this is the Chardonnay that converts people that aren't Chardonnay drinkers into Chardonnay drinkers.
Admittedly, we're not Chardonnay drinkers normally, but I have to say that's quite fruity, not too dry. It's like, it's kind of a little bit sweet.
We're sold. I think we're going to be working through the whole range. We've got a Pinot Gris now. And Anna was like, should we go for a little bit of a wander and go and see some vines as we sort of taste and chat about the various wines? So we're just on our way. Such a great scene here. There's dogs running around everywhere. It's not too busy because it's that kind of, it is school holidays, but it's not a weekend. So that's a real bonus for us to have it a little bit more chill. But yeah, we're just heading to the vines here now before we try this one. This is outrageous up here. I didn't actually expect or think about the fact that we might get views back over to the beach as well. Just wrapped up the wine tasting. Really impressive actually. Surprised, a few of them surprised us there. The Merlot and the Chardonnay, not typically what we would drink, but sort of softer and a little bit sweeter than we would ever normally experience. Just wrapped up here, and now we've got a different vehicle. This one is a 1937 Buick. This was actually used, and this is well documented apparently. We're told that this is a story we can trust. It was actually used in a bank robbery in New Zealand, in Bulls, and they actually used machine guns. They stole it off a mayor at the time, did a bank robbery. I don't actually know if they were successful. Let us know, were they successful? Used it in a bank robbery, and it was the getaway vehicle. It's just such a great story. Oh, the old bench seat. Love it. Oh, it's a manual too.
Is it really?
Yeah. This is crazy.
I feel like they've got like a whole house back here.
And you do almost. You can slide across, pick any seat that you want. Wow, this is a beautiful car.
So this is, check out how you start it. So power on, and then accelerate, look, no hands on.
Oh, what, so you just press the accelerator?
Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant.
at our second stop, our second vineyard. It's called Tantalus. It's our first time here actually, and we've only just walked in the door and out into the lawn, and oh my goodness, it's something else.
This is an incredible spot. I feel like we're more nestled in amongst the vines here.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
You feel like you're really in it.
Literally every single angle, vines, and
Vines.
so beautiful inside as well. Like
The interior
the layout
design
and the
is-
interior.
Yeah.
Very smart. I actually had, I know this is more about wine, but I actually had a beer from here yesterday.
Oh, Alibi?
Yeah, I saw it in the window there. It is absolutely delicious. If you come to Waiheke, check it out. It's a hazy IPA that is probably the most fruity and sweet IPA that I've ever had. That's not really what today's about, but it is delicious. I'm probably going to be like, oh, have wine, but it's good to know that there's
I bet
some
you're
good
going to eat
beer
that with a
options.
sneaky beer.
There we go, no worries.
that's
So we've got a pecorino over the moon, which is blue cheese here, and this is called a black tie sheep's milk cheese. Little mango chutney. Then you've got some little local figs, oat bread, and a poppy seed lavash.
Delicious.
Amazing.
Thank you
Thanks
so
very
much. So we had the choice to do a wine tasting.
I was just about to eat.
Straight into the food. We had the choice to do a wine tasting like we kind of did at Mudbrick, or just sit down, and we chose the option to sit down with a wine and order some food, which isn't included, should mention that, but $35 for all of that cheese that was just
3
explained to
different
us.
cheeses.
But there is nothing better than cheese and wine. I'm a happy man.
So, I was going to say, so am I. I'm a happy lady. This pretty much sums up what we're going to be getting up to for the next wee while anyway. Finish our wines, have something to eat, and then we'll get dropped back in our Buick back to our accommodation.